SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.
The KUAM Swimming Federation held their spring 2022 time trials at the Israel Sports Complex, St. John's Swimming Pool in Upper Tumon for a chance to represent for Team KUAM.
It's been about 3 years since they've actually competed locally, so a lot of nerves. They're excited. We're all excited to see them. We're grateful that St. John's has opened up the pool for us to utilize, but ultimately it's that competitive spirit that we're trying to keep going.
Event results will determine Team KUAM's selection for the 19th FINA World Championships to be held in Budapest, Hungary from June 18th through July 3rd, 2022.
A lot of these swimmers are full-time athletes and students, so their conditioning is they're ready. All they really need to do is compete more, get in the pool and race each other. So they've been swimming all year, whether it be in the ocean or this pool here. So their conditioning is there. They're very sharp, and again, this is a pre-qualifier. They had to be eligible to swim in this time trials.
Swimming events for the time trials included the 200-meter freestyle, 200-meter individual medley, 100-meter freestyle, and 100-meter butterfly.
You can't be training in the beach because the beach, you can't watch their technique, you can't watch their forms, you can't be training on their times. There's a lot of things you're missing. All you can do is try for stamina. Swimming, you have many things. Technique is very important. How to use the walls, how to make the correct turns, how to push off correctly, how to kick. And everything counts. And we don't have that, but we hope to get it soon. And that's important.
Switching over to some basketball news, the University of KUAM men's basketball team continues to improve in the Triton Men's Basketball League, but still has no wins to show for it, as the Triton League has 2 more season dates left in the season. UOG fell to the KFC Bombers 109-84. Nicholas Panganiban had a season-high 24 points for the Tritons in the loss. Team OG slipped past Wu-Tang 73-72. Chris Connor led the way in the win with 28 points. 4 schools are being represented in the inaugural IIAAG bowling season. The sport has finally made its way into the high school season. Father Duenas, Harvest Christian Academy, St. Paul, and Southern High made history as the first teams hit the lanes at Central Lanes.
Bowling has been around the island for a long time. We have quite a few island champions that left island and won gold medals. And to have it now back in the high school, hopefully down the road we can have an all-island champion in bowling, like in other sports. And yes, just a fun all-around thing. And we're growing new bowlers now that we're all coming back out of the COVID environment. And the good thing about bowling is you don't have to be 6 foot tall. You don't have to be a football player. Anybody can do it.
55 athletes showed up for the first weekend of competition. The league expects more players to be eligible for the next meet. Format for the league is cross-country style.
There are numerous scholarships that offered. I was here 21 years ago, and we had Pepsi. Pepsi offered a scholarship for students. And so, yeah, I think it'll be a good thing once we get that program. This is just the beginning, so we're all new to it again. But it's been a long time in the making, and we're just happy to have it kicked off today.
Here with Coach Donan Cruz, head coach of the men's volleyball team over at Ball State. A lot of success in your first year at the Division I level.
Yeah, we just wrapped up the regular season in the MIVA conference, and thankfully won the regular season outright. And that just happened last week, Saturday, while we were playing Purdue Fort Wayne. So, yeah, now we're prepping for our conference tournament, and within the conference tournament, whoever wins that is the team that will represent the MIVA at the national tournament in UCLA.
Finished 20-3 overall. You were 12-2 in conference play. But this is big news for Ball State because the success you guys had this year, it's been quite some time since you won a regular season title.
Yeah, I think it's been almost 20 years since the program has won a regular season, and over 25 years since we won the regular season title outright. So, it's definitely big news. Ball State is very well known for some very high level players and coaches that are still in the game right now, and a rich alumni and a rich volleyball history. So for a lot of the people that are following, it's been a fun season to kind of see us back on top, and a lot of fun things going on campus, man. There's a ton of support in the community, and it's been a fun year. So it's been a lot to kind of digest as we go along, but it's been a great season so far. The transition to NCAA Division I has been a fun process for me personally, and a lot of my, as I always say, a lot of my upbringing and the opportunities I had growing up around the game on Guam was, means a lot to me, and put me right in this position I'm in today. So I know it's a really cool opportunity for local boys to get out and do something special. And I'm sure that a lot of the young boys and girls back home are aspiring to get out and, have good opportunities. And they're definitely there if you take advantage of them.
The island's jiu-jitsu community came together to show their support for Guam strongman Joe Gagat Pangilinan, who's battling cancer. BJJ black belt champion Bryant Pangilinan held a seminar last night as part of fundraising efforts at the International Sports Center.
My uncle and my dad have touched so many lives, and it just goes to show how much people we have connections with, and I'm just so glad to see everybody here to come out and support us, like in this hard times right now. But really appreciate everybody coming out and showing their support. I love this sport. It's been doing it for years, and I'm just so glad that everybody is around. They're basically my family, so thank you so much, and really appreciate everything.
Honestly, when it comes to this sport, it's a lot about family orientation and just understanding that it's not always about competition, it's not always about competing against each other, it's about coming together and being family. I mean, that's how we've all been taught in the gym, inside the gym, outside the gym, and it's really great to see everybody out here.
It's very overwhelming to see this much support for my dad. He's touched so many people in and out of the gym. It didn't matter who you are, what color, race, religion you were always family to him, to us, and our family can't be any more thankful and blessed to have such a support system from the community. And we want to thank everybody from the bottom of our hearts, and it just really means so much. It's a difficult time for us as a family, but with this amount of love shown from the community and from every gym, every person, it's very overwhelming, and I couldn't be any more blessed and happy to have such support coming from everybody here. And thank you to KUAM, thank you to everybody here, thank you to the families for the support for my dad. It's a blessing in disguise, and we couldn't be any more happier.
SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.